All right, Shanika, I looked at your paper.
Sir?
Yeah, I looked at your paper.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. So my only issue is that most there in the body paragraphs, I don't see any specific example. I see mentions of like if a company, the company, but there's no specific example. So I think that is really the for each body paragraph, I'm not seeing any specific example. So I don't see, for example, Cuba or Jamaica or Europe, or I don't see any of that. So that was my biggest and just ensure that you account for all the sources. Such as Skenda. Let me see if Skenda is in this. Yes. Marty. Yes. Skenda. Ghani. So the entire paper is based on 3 sources. Skenda. So that's my biggest, it's not a bad paper. The only thing is
No examples.
right, the examples. And you can't cite in this conclusion here. You're not supposed to cite in a conclusion.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, you're not supposed to cite in a conclusion. Conclusion is really just your voice.
Oh.
But it's not a bad paper. Rachel, talk to me about your paper. What's happening?
Sir, I did send it to you. I asked you to look over it, but I didn't get a response.
Let me check. Rachel. Oh, I think I remember seeing it and I was supposed to have uploaded it, you know. Rachel Rose. Right, I glanced through the paper, so I'm going to upload it now because I need to check for plagiarism before I comment on anything else. I actually got the paper. I don't know why my life is so busy. Let me upload the paper and check to see what the similarity index is like. Academic, no, where did I put it? Research paper. Paste. So I'm going to upload it. Hold on. So students, other student. So please remember, Shanique, you need to upload the paper. Where I uploaded it is not where
Sir, you sent me an email from this morning saying I must upload it.
Right, and did you?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right, so I'll soon check the student bin. This is Rachel Rose. I'm just gonna write. Submit. And assignments. Let me upload the paper for you on the public policy. All right, so Rachel. Are you working with somebody, Rachel? I'm speaking to you, Rachel. Are you working with somebody?
Oh, sir, I never noticed the mic was closed. Yes, Ramon.
So it's Rachel and Ramon. All right, so let me put that in, Rachel.
The existing arrangements are ad hoc and
Mute your mic, please. of NAFTA and international trade. Where is Trinity?
Yes.
Please mute your mics. Unless you're talking to me directly. This is industrial analysis. All right. So it's reading it no, so it's going to take a while. Alex, what's up with your paper?
Sir, the research, not research, tutorial 17 before
You
I'm
uploaded
on. No, I don't upload it as yet.
Why not?
We never finished, sir.
Yeah, but remember you have the research paper. How long? And I hear that exam start already. You can't be having the assignments piling up on you like that.
Yeah, man, I got did it still. I did, but we have some difficulty with it. That's why. But when I finish it up and send it to him and do the research paper.
You probably need somebody to help you to look over the paper in terms of structure and all of that.
Yeah. I try to do it. Right. I did it now still, so.
Okay, let's look at this paper. Didn't I submit your paper? So why am I not seeing it? All right, so where is it? That's odd. But I just submitted your paper. Are you serious? Okay, let me resubmit. I'm sure I submitted the paper a while ago. And AFTA. I'm sure I submitted this paper. Effects of NAFTA, which is this. Upload. Confirm. Go to assignment in inbox. All right, so it is reading it. So I have to look, I have to wait until it reads it. Let me see if I can find a friend of mine on Michael, but a former student of mine.
Sir,
Yes?
you used to teach in the high school?
Yeah. I did 4 years.
Sorry, your face look familiar, that's why I asked you.
Okay. I didn't teach you though.
No, you didn't.
I'm trying to. All right. So I'm waiting on this paper for me to see this. All right. So Rachel, the similarity index is a little bit too high. It's 36%. So you need to,
You're always give me such I went uploaded on the Turnitin lower than what you give me. My Turnitin never showed that my Turnitin was at 21%.
well, I might won't count on your one because I mean the
But sir, the
assignment.
same the last time we send the assignment to you do it through this Turnitin and it showed us 50% and we submitted the submit it on the platform. You said that we must submit it. It was 20-something%, sir.
Because probably you guys made corrections.
We didn't make any corrections.
Well, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going to actually show you. Where's my, so I can actually show you. You notice I didn't comment on that for, what's her name?
I was
Shanique?
going to screenshot it and send you this the Turnitin report.
Are you seeing my screen? Are you seeing my screen?
No, I put on my eyeglass.
I'm sharing screen, so why are you not seeing my screen? All right, let me share again then. Let me just come back and share again.
No man, so she has she now see because she never have glasses. So that's why I see it.
So it's showing you all where the similarity index is high. Investopedia is your biggest and a paper submitted to UWI. Well, not UWI, but a university paper. Let me see which university. University of Central Lancaster or Lancashire or whatever, however they pronounce this, which is number 2. So number 1, which is very high. These are what made the paper very high. This is number 1. Right, so like the second paragraph is fully almost from the paper submitted to the University of Lancaster or whatever they call it. The second paragraph is almost fully plagiarized. The third paragraph is almost fully plagiarized. There's a lot of plagiarism. This is not a reference list, and I'm going to fail this paper with this. I taught you how to do, I showed you how to do references. I'm not accepting this as reference. I'm just letting you know. And you cannot have a citation in a conclusion. Where's the conclusion? Where's the conclusion? Remember, both of you have to look at the paper before you upload. You can't rely on another person, you know. You have to both look at the final product and then you say, okay, upload. You can't rely on somebody else. You have to both look at the paper.
So I mean, when I do my paper, you know what the subject topic that I'm doing, so I can just explain. When I explain the strategy then.
I'm not hearing you, sir.
Yeah, you know, I said the introduction. I started everything, but I don't know if I do if I the right procedure. So I go just send
Did you watch the recording? Did you watch the recording?
I'm watching my time. I still can't catch it. So I don't know I want to my brain, but I still can't catch it how much watch it.
Okay. And this, Rachel, this is not supposed to have a space. This is a part of the introduction. This is, so you're not supposed to separate it. So all of this needs revision because it shows that number 3, which is here from a journal, a lot of it came from this source. This needs revision. The second, the first, I think this is so the idea behind a free trade area is to reduce all barriers to the trade goods. This is coming entirely from the person's paper. The second paragraph is coming almost from the entire person's paper. You need to paraphrase or summarize the source. You use your own words. I will fail the paper if you submit it like this. I'm just letting you know because the similarity index is way too high. And I'm showing exactly where it says that the sources are coming from. The third.
So what is the most it's supposed to be?
It cannot pass 22%. The most is 22%. The second paragraph, despite strong public perceptions about NAFTA gauging its economic effects since and there is disagreement regarding the best method of doing so. All right. The paragraphs they look like they're just there. So this is a conclusion, but the conclusion is fully plagiarized. So how can you have in conclusion here? This is in conclusion right here, and then almost the entire body on the entire paragraph is, you can't plagiarize a conclusion. The conclusion is your words. And what is this down here then if this is a conclusion? So the paper needs to be revisited in terms of structure. Let me see if I can find Michael to help you guys to kind of, I'm a former student of mine that I usually send students to when they're having challenges in terms of structure. I normally ask Michael, maybe ask another student from UCC. Not John in a sense. Dennis. I don't know if Dennis will have the time. I'm going to share his number in the chat. I taught him at UCC, trust me, he knows he knows how to structure a paper. Taught him some years ago. So Dennis, just say Mr. Clark. I'll talk to him, but usually he helps. I have some other, I'm going to give you a few numbers and they should not have any exams now, so they probably can help. 6261. So that's
Sir, tell them first.
I'm going to tell them, don't worry yourself, but they usually, once you say Mr. Clark, they usually assist, but I'm going to tell them. All right, so that's Dennis, Natalie. What's that girl? I have a student. I wonder if Ellie is still in Jamaica. I know Ellie was supposed to be going. I think his name is Ellis. He got an A. This is Ellis. I had another student. She was, well, worth rhythm, very strong. 9844. UCC. John, I can't help you. No, John, it's not the brightest cookie in the jar. Sheldon Reed can write, but I don't know. Let me ask him, what's up? Need your help, Mr. Clark. All right, I have another student. I try to keep in touch with the bright people then. Well, the ones who can write. What a girl name again? Jesus Christ, she is so bright. She's a very, very strong writer, but I don't remember her name. And I know I have it in my phone. Let me look in my Jamaican phone now. UCC. They will help you in terms of structuring the paper. Not necessarily the content, but the structure. What the hell is wrong with this paper? Not Pamela. Miss Swaby. No. Nadia Johnson. How many Nadia Johnson again? Let me remember that. Natalie. I wonder if this is Natalie. This one that I thought. No, this is my colleague actually. UCC. That's Natalie, my colleague. I saw her number in my phone the other day. Mr. Rule, what's up, man? Money, the teacher again, Miss Mattis. Oh, hold on, now when Miss Mattis says she has our meeting. Good night. Not supposed to be the end of this month. Let me see if I can reach out to from Yui. Oh, see Elia respond to me here. All right, Ellie, just a respond. Hold on. All right, everybody, I try to find it for me. Oh, God. Let me see if I can find Michael on Facebook now. I haven't seen him on Facebook in a long time. Let me AEL. The problem is some people change their name on this goddamn thing. Oh, here's Michael. Good. All right, give me a sec. Let me call him and talk to him and see, because he's the best person to help you.
Yeah, man, sir.
Give me a sec, people. I'm trying to, because some of these students are trying to ensure it's me because I'm texting from a Canadian number. So some people believe it's scamming or something. So,
Sir, me call Dennis already. My
all
thing
right.
quick.
All right, you said you called Dennis. What did he say? Rachel, I think you said you called.
Explain the issue to him and then he said that I should WhatsApp it.
Okay, all right. Ellie. Let me call Michael. Michael is the best person because he was actually tutoring for us at UA as well. For me, actually, when I was teaching at UA. And he has his master's and he has a first
But I
degree.
never put my card number in there.
No, because it's foreign, because he's overseas doing his PhD. So I have to, yeah, hold on. All right, so even though Michael is very busy, he says to share his number. You have to reach out to him via WhatsApp. The code word is Mr. Clark, 543. But Michael is, as I said, he has his master's and everything. So, and he did linguistics, a minor in linguistics. So he knows how to assist persons. All right, so Maurice, I haven't heard anything from you. What's going on with your paper? Or even your, so the research paper, did you upload your coursework? I'm not sure if Maurice is there.
So, up to
Yes.
this minute, I'm not hear from Mario.
Well, but even if you don't hear from Mario, you have to kind of just start your leg or you do your thing. If you don't hear from him, you just write 2 paragraphs, intro, conclusion, reference, and that's it. You can't wait.
That is a whole, but no man, that's for the one when me and him did present, when me and him did do together, but keep me for that right now, so that's a whole different set of new work. That
So have you started the research paper?
yes, sir.
And is there anything you want me to look at? Like other persons have showed me, some persons have showed me what they have so far and I've commented. And this is why I've put some of the names in the chat so that they can reach out to these persons. So I don't know if you want to also do that.
Nothing.
Hold on, let me finish with Maurice, please.
I'm not, nothing to share it right now. But so far we have the introduction and two paragraphs. So we just need one more.
I would love to see it to make sure so we have actually can stand up to scrutiny.
All right, so type your shit. I might try and bring it up.
Huh?
I must say, I can speak the Russian. I'm gonna try and bring it up.
Say that again.
I must say, I can continue to speak the Russian. I'm gonna try and bring up what I have so far.
All right, so Rochelle, go ahead.
Sir, question. You always just look at the plagiarism alone. So how are we gonna know if everything is okay?
What do you mean? But I can't comment. How am I going to guide you when you have not used your own words? Remember, I've already discussed to you and I've given you an example of a body paragraph. I've given you an example of an actual essay. Remember, we did all of that in class already. I showed you how to write an introduction. I showed you how to write a body paragraph. I showed you all of those things already. Remember, we did that in class?
I should think so.
No, you can't should think so. It's in the recording and everything. And I, let me just post this in the WhatsApp group. So you need to watch the recording. And Shanique has a very good paper, a very strong paper. I don't know if you want her to assist you guys and look at the numbers that are there or let her connect you to the persons who are assisting her. But at some point in time, you have to do your own work because I've done what I'm supposed to do. I've taught, shown you how to write an introduction, which is not, and I'm not even supposed to be doing because you're supposed to come to the course being able to do all of that. And I literally did all of that for you and the recordings are there. So reach out to the persons. You already have a paper at Rachel. The only thing you have now, the challenge with is to bring down the level of plagiarism. And that's where the persons who can write can assist you. Oh, I should give you, what's her name number? One of our colleagues, what's her name again? Let me share that with you as well, because she is responsible for the writing center. Cheryl Clark. Cheryl, right. So Cheryl is responsible for the writing center. So she can assist you in terms of structuring your paper. There's her email address. She's a lecturer, so please address her appropriately, please. She can assist you in terms of structuring your paper. Let me see if Shirley. Shirley, what's Shirley's? Shirley N. Richards. You can say to her that you have a paper due and Mr. Clark says that you can assist. So you can ask some of the colleagues there. I'm trying to, hold on. Some of my evening students from last semester too can help, you know. They actually did some really good papers. Let me go into my evening group and see if I can get. The problem is that they have exams too, like you guys. That's the problem. It would have been in this, let me see, COM1. No, it wouldn't be here. It would be in the other group. COM1. All right. Which one of them are evening now? No, these are the day group. Day group was not strong at all. What did they call themselves? Was it? That was COM2. What did they name that goddamn group? Those students are strong too. They did really well in COM1 and COM2. I could ask. Oh, one of them asked me to write a recommendation and I never, Jesus Christ, I actually didn't write it. Not because I never wanted to, but because I never had the time. All right, so now that you want a recommendation, let me use that as something I can say to her. Okay, you want a recommendation? Then
Yes, and them to put in a sir, come one and come two.
yeah, so they can
We
write.
get in and come one and come two, but for some reason we just can't write paper.
Well, I didn't teach you COM1, so I don't know about that aid. What's her name again?
Miss Watson taught us.
What that aid. Hold on. No, but there are some good students. Hold on, let me. It's COM2. No, this is COM. Or CTR communication group. That's how I mean I get it. Yeah, they left. That's the problem. Most of them are not in the group. I thought they were. And the person who's left in the group is not the brightest cookie in the jar. Oh Lord, I don't remember. Oh, I can look at Turnitin. Hold on. I can look at
Sir, we
Turnitin.
never tell we grade for the mid-semester.
Didn't you get a grade on the spot?
Yeah,
Did you get a grade on the spot?
I remember.
All right, hold on. COM2 evening. Here they are. No, but this would have been. Not COM2 moment. I remember see students because I remember some of them. Camila Harrison, Patricia Williams. All right, let me look for COM1. This is COM2. These are my students who can write. I don't know if they're gonna get the time for you guys. So let me. This is COM2. So where's
Sir, so we
COM1?
have up until next week Sunday to finish submit this paper.
Which next week Sunday? Sunday
When you
coming.
say
Sunday. Please look at the date and turn it in, and don't try to change anything.
Sunday come in,
Could you just look at the date and turn it in, please? I gave all of that information in the class.
The 5th. So at the 7th of the test, sir, though?
Yes, exactly. It's 2 days after you do the test.
2 days after.
Okay. Yeah, so the 5th, I want to send in the paper on the 7th of the test.
Oh, so I didn't start change myself.
Which email did I use for this Turnitin? Let me log into a different Turnitin. It wasn't this. Which one did I use? I think it's this, you know. Pray to God it works. Oh yeah, it works. All right, COM1. Group 9 was evening. Let me see. Group 9 was evening. No. All right. So it was group 1. All right, group 1. All right, so the students who did very well in this. I know Patricia Williams did well. I'm sure about her. She did well. All right, so Patricia Williams. Let me put those names in there. There's no guarantee that she's going to help, but let's see. Patricia Williams. I'll get her email address after. Let me just look at the persons who did very well. I know she did a very good paper. Kirk Thompson did a good paper. Kirk Thompson. At least he understands some of it. Kirk Thompson. Let me see what she did again. Trying to remember. Natalia Watson. None of these, you know any of these persons? They're supposed to be.
Sir.
Oh no, because you guys are you are doing a different program. Essentially, I wasn't just strong. Barely came to class. All right, hold on. Let's go back. Let's go back to assignments. Okay. Let's look at students. My students are moved it really. Patricia Williams is one of them. I'm sure of it. So Kamalia, you'd have to reach them via email. You know how the email ends, right? That at myecc.edu.jm. Kamalia did well. I'm sure if I remember Kamalia. I remember Patricia Williams did well as well. Those two ladies did extremely well in the course, both COM 1 and COM 2. And I think, yeah, I did say Kamalia. I think I gave you, did I give you a Kirk Thompson in the chat? Yeah.
Kirk Thompson.
Yeah. Please ensure you're writing down the contacts that I'm giving you. All right, I think that's enough for, for that. All right, so let me use a paper example. Let's go through Shanique's paper. Then let me use an actual paper then. Because it's, let me log out of this and go back into my other. Purple rain, purple rain. Christ. All right, so this is her paper, and she's looking at why this thing not moving. So remember I said for your opening, for your introduction, it has the first, you have an opening, you have background sentences, and you have a thesis statement. The thesis statement is the last sentence in the introduction, right? So she says, this paper investigates how logistics play an integral role in global trade by ensuring cost reduction, gaining international clientele, and providing critical supplies to companies in record time. So I'm sure you're seeing the thesis and the discussion too. So she's going to develop ensuring cost reduction. So let's look if that's the first point. It must ensure that its cost is minimized, the same thing as cost reduction. Then gleaning international clientele. Let's look at the second point, if that's what it's. By having an improved and efficient logistics system, the companies can gather customers worldwide, which is the same thing. And then the last point, and providing critical supplies to company in record time. And the strongest logistics of a company that can meet demands within a time frame. No, here it is. Companies to deliver the product and ensure that they do it within the time frame with the original quality intact. So we have the topic sentences. Just tell me if you understand what I just did a while ago for the persons who are having a challenge.
Yes. All right. When me get from it, sir, you have to link the thing then when in the introduction for the
No,
thing.
no, no,
then.
listen. You have to link what is in your thesis.
Yeah.
So the first sentence is your opening. So you have the opening, so you can have one or two opening sentences. And as I said before, it can be a direct quote, it can be statistics. You have to determine how to sort that. Then you have your background sentences, and then you have your thesis statement. This is something that you should come to the course knowing. Then know from your thesis, which is this is your thesis. This is the actual thesis statement. In other words, this is what the paper is going to discuss in the body. This sentence. This is a sentence. So if I'm marking, I go like this. So this will allow me. So when I make notes, I go introduction. I might say something like clear intro. Introduction with strong opening. I'm not saying that this opening is strong. Background sentences and a clear thesis, because the thesis, I know what the paper is about because she says it. The writer says it. I don't know why this thing always that madness. Then now when I go to the body, because this is what I'm looking at, the body now. Making notes now, body. Clear topic sentences, so I know what each paragraph is about. Clear topic sentences. So so I might say clear topic sentences, and I might say each topic sentence is linked directly to the thesis. Can I bold this? I don't think this, oh yes, it allows me to bold. Right? This is just organization because I'm not looking at the content yet. Then I'm going to go conclusion. Conclusion. All right. So I go to conclusion. So logistics easily. So remember now, there are certain things that I told you about the conclusion. So logistics is essential, is easily the essential part of. Remember I said that in your conclusion, you can repeat, begin your conclusion by saying in concluding or to summarize or to something. And then you summarize all the points. The only thing I'll falter for here is that she's quoting in her conclusion and you're not supposed to quote. Then you have your reference list, which is based on the sources that were cited in the paper. As I said before, these are things you're supposed to come to the course knowing. I'm not supposed to be teaching you this. All right, so let's say, for example, now, what is it that you are trying to talk about, Alex? What you are trying to discuss your paper, right?
All right, sir. So as it relates to my paper, maybe have an issue because what?
Hold on. Before we get into all the issues, tell me what your paper is about.
Oh, all right. So the question is critically examine the different strategies that a business may use to go international.
So this is I thought I was helping with the research paper, not your tutorial paper, but we can use the tutorial paper. What's all right? So tell me what is the thesis of that? What is your thesis? So we have the introduction. Tell me what is your thesis?
No, I got a question, sir. I got to the introduction now.
And I'm asking, what is your thesis? What is the paper? Based on the question that you have, what is your thesis? What are you trying to argue in the paper?
Just what the thesis is, what I would put the thesis as is that we just try to explain the different strategies. As we tell you, same for I use two strategies them.
Can somebody help him, please? Because I don't think he understands what I'm asking him.
That's why I try to explain to you, sir. So I understand that thing from all along, sir. So you see, it's kind of tough with that thing, you know. I mean, I try to
so hold on.
Understand it all.
All right, hold on. So let's go to the tutorial paper. Let me share screen. No, that's not it. Those are the papers, general. Coursework. So let me stop sharing and go back to sharing. No, that's not what I want to share. I want to share the tutorial paper. All right, so let's go back to this. All right, so which question are you doing?
The last question, sir.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, different strategies, right? What specific strategies you are trying to, in this case for your tutorial paper, you only need to talk about 2 or 3 strategies. What are the 2 or 3 strategies that you're trying to develop?
All right. The first one is joint venture, and the next one is exporting.
So joint venture, and the other one is
Exporting.
exporting. All right, so these are the 2 points you plan to develop, right? So
Yeah.
the thesis is the last sentence in the introduction. So let me show you an example. Critically examine different strategies that are business. So joint venture, all right, so forming joint, that's not joint. Forming joint ventures and exporting are 2 different strategies that a business may use to go international. And that's your thesis. That's the last sentence of your introduction.
Okay.
So this is the focus of the paper. This is the focus of the paper. So this is your thesis, the last sentence in your introduction. So
Yes,
how do
sir.
you know what to write in the body paragraph? The first body paragraph is going to be about what? Tell me. Based on the structure.
The joint venture.
So what should I write? So forming joint ventures is one strategy a business may use to go international. I have to prove that. What's the second body paragraph about?
The exporting.
So exporting is another strategy. I'm just copy and paste this. Is another strategy a business may. I approve this, and then you have it. So introduction here. You have to have the structure of the introduction is opening, background, thesis. Then your body paragraphs, you have 2 body paragraphs because this is just for the body paragraphs. And then you have your conclusion and your reference list.
Yeah.
That's what you need, sir. And this is all you're doing is repeating that, and all you're doing is repeating it for the research paper. It's just that the research paper. This is why I wanted you guys to work in pairs for the research paper, so that wherever you have a strength or a weakness, then the other person can assist you.
Yeah.
It's the same thing you're doing for your research paper. You're just repeating the process.
All
It's
right.
the same paper you're writing. It's just that now you're choosing an area. So which area for the research paper are you doing?
The first one, sir.
Effects of trade policies. So which trade policy or trade policies you have developed? You have selected, sorry. Which ones have you selected?
Sir, I'm gonna get to that part yet. Whenever you finish up the tutorial yet, we just start the research, but never to reach in depth in it yet, as okay. I said. Yeah.
All right. So
I want to never sure if it right or if I do the right thing. So I'm just there write something, but never sure if it right. So
all right. So tomorrow, let's just do an half hour so tomorrow. All right, for consultation. But you can't you can't send me your time because remember I have my
man, you have your own thing on the
right. So tomorrow let's try and aim and I assist you in terms of developing your paper. All right. Who have I not spoken to? I know Ramon is working with. Have I spoken to Nisha? I don't remember. Nisha, have I spoken to you about your paper? I'm trying to remember.
No, sir.
Talk to me. What's happening?
All right. So based on what Wayne has sent to me, I'm going to read from that.
No, hold on. You can't read. Is it that this is the tutorial paper or the research paper?
The research paper that he had sent information on.
You need to share screen so I can look at it. You can't read, I can't follow that information. I need to look at the paper.
Sir, it's actually on my WhatsApp.
Can you email it to me and I share screen? It's the easiest way for me to help you. If you read it to me, I'm not going to know if the citation is properly done, or I'm not going to know any of those things.
Sir, trust me. It's not anything that you are going to look at, really, to see.
All right, sounds like you need to join in tomorrow in the consultation.
Yep. Let's forward this to. Sir, where you want me to forward it to your email, SN?
Yes.
All right. Share. So I just sent it to you. It's the one in yellow.
All right, so mute your mic, please.
Okay.
Which email you sent it to?
ECC. ECC, hold on. Hold on, sir, hold on. Yes, your ECC.
All right, so I need to refresh my page. Let me just double check. All right. Oh, you sent me an image. Okay, all right, still can look at it. It's an image, but. All right, so you're looking at, no, but this is not it. This is what I developed. This is not your paper. This is what, remember, I was the one that made up this example. This is not your example.
Sir, in yellow.
But I can't see, if you send me so where's the, I can't read this. I thought you were sending me an introduction.
That is what that was what I was explaining to you, so that's all he sent to me.
So what about what you have done so far? Because remember, one person is responsible for the introduction and one is responsible for the conclusion. And then you take 2 body paragraphs and he take 2, or he can do 3 body paragraphs. So where's the paragraph that you have written outside of what he has done? What have you done?
I'm going to do it myself.
All right. So if that is what works for you guys, you have to do it that way. All right.
Okay, sir.
If you're having a challenge with somebody doing a paper, you just do it on your own. All right. Or if you want to work with what's his name? Alex.
Campbell.
Yes, if you want to work with Campbell, he probably is an easier person to work with and get the paper done. Sunday is not far away from today. All right, at least I have Saturday to kind of play around with some time to do the paper. On a Saturday, I try to relax because I do a lot of work in the week. So I am not going to do any consultation on Saturday. I'm really tired and I have a class to teach in Canada on Saturday. All right. All right, so I want to play something, even though I sent it in the WhatsApp group in terms of the citation. And my class before, they were the ones that caused me to really look at it. So let's just look at in-text citation, integral and non-integral citation.
Messages that for
Hi there, I'm Christopher Shepard.
And I'm Adrienne Chang.
And we're here to talk to you about how you can integrate your references into your paragraphs.
But don't worry, adding citations to essays is not hard when you know how to do it.
And doing it right will help you to get higher marks in your assignments.
Absolutely. We use references as a way to show your reader where you found your information.
It also shows your teacher that you've done your research and understood it.
It certainly does, and it can help to show that an expert agrees with what you're saying. This is the supporting evidence in your essay.
But the trick is how to use citations effectively.
First, let's review the structure of a paragraph. Usually, it starts with a topic sentence. This tells the reader what the paragraph will be about.
Then you have your supporting evidence. This would include citations and examples to support the topic sentence.
And the paragraph should end with a concluding sentence that links back to the topic sentence and the main idea of the essay.
Right, so let's look at an example, shall we?
So did the writer do anything right here?
Well, yes. There is correct use of quotation marks, and the citation is correctly referenced. Here you can see APA style.
And here's IEEE style.
But there are quite a few problems.
Yes, first the complete sentence is copied. It is better to only quote the key words.
Second, the quotation starts the paragraph and it's not related to the rest of the paragraph.
And third, the writer does not comment upon or explain the citation. So now let's look at a good example.
Well, as you can see, first this paragraph starts with a topic sentence. We now know what the paragraph will be about.
Right, so here it says the paragraph starts with a topic sentence. Very, very critical. If you don't get anything correct about the structure of your paper, at least you should get the topic sentence.
Next, the quotation is integrated into a sentence with only 5 words quoted rather than a complete sentence. The writer uses according to introduce the views of others. Another way to introduce a citation is to use a reporting verb, such as point out or believe.
But you need to be careful about what reporting verbs you use. Verbs like say and tell should not be used in academic English.
Yes, and be careful with claim. If I say that a student claims to have done her homework, but she left it at home, it means I don't fully believe her. Claim is used in a similar way in academic writing. Using less common verbs is another way to enhance your writing. Don't only use verbs such as state.
Finally, the writer goes on to explain the citation. Remember, your teacher wants to know what you've understood from doing the background reading. Show this by explaining the citation and giving examples to illustrate your explanation.
Okay, a few things to remember when using quotations. Use the exact words of the authors and put those words in quotation marks. Try to keep your quotations short. Only quote the most important words.
With APA and Harvard referencing style, you need the author, followed by the year, page or paragraph number in round brackets to show where the quote came from.
And with IEEE referencing style, you need the author.
All right, so this is when, if for example, you're citing a source and it begins the sentence, then of course, you only put the year in, when there's a parenthesis, they mean brackets. But if it ends the sentence, then you put everything in bracket, the last name and the year.
Followed by the reference number in square brackets.
And if your quotation is over 30 words, you need to indent it like this.
So in other words, you're not supposed to quote, directly quote over 40 words. Do not directly quote over 40 words.
But generally, in your university assignments, you should only have a small number of short quotations. Remember to always check with your teacher or program leader about any specific referencing requirements.
The other way to add a citation to a paragraph is to paraphrase the idea of the author. This means you take the idea that someone else has had and you rewrite it in your own words.
Please note what this says about paraphrase. You take what the writer has said and put it in your own words. This is what is going to reduce the similarity index and prevent you from being accused of plagiarism.
But remember, this is still someone else's idea, so you still need to reference it. But when you use your own words, it shows that you have understood it better than just using a quotation.
Here is an example of the original text.
And the paraphrased text below it.
Notice how key words and ideas have been rephrased.
And remember, you still need to cite the authors.
So far, we've looked at integral citations. This means a citation that is part of a sentence. We
All
often
right, so remember this is integral citation.
use integral
The source is a part of the sentence. That's what integral citation means.
citations when we want to highlight the author. With integral citations, you need to introduce it using a reporting verb such as argue, or an introductory phrase such as in the view of.
However, if you want to highlight the information in a paragraph, then you can use a non-integral citation. As you can see in this example, the information is more important than the author, so author details are put in brackets at the end of the sentence.
With the APA or Harvard style, it's done this way.
So this is the non-integral now. This is where you put what the source says in your own words, and you put the last name and the year at the end of the sentence. All right, notice that it is different.
And with IEEE style, you just need the reference number in square brackets like this.
There are many ways you can integrate citations into your work, and it will always depend on the sentence grammar and the information. If you're still stuck, don't forget you can always ask the staff in the SIL for help.
Or you can ask your teachers.
All right, do we understand the in-text citation, what they call integral and non-integral citation?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to understand it now.
Better
Sorry, this is on
understand.
YouTube, right?
Yes, say this again.
This is on YouTube, right?
And it's in the group. You guys don't check your WhatsApp. I shared it in the WhatsApp group.
Oh, I never
Terminate
seen
in
it.
a WhatsApp group.
Who is it? Who is the admin for the WhatsApp group? Let me check.
Terminating a WhatsApp group either.
So you're just knowing that we have a WhatsApp group? Oh, Jesus. Look how long we have a WhatsApp group. Let me see who is the admin. The admin is Kayla, but she's not here now. Kayla is the admin. All right, let me put the numbers in the group. So please add these persons to the group. All right, who's first?
Alex Campbell.
Alex. What's the number?
5688466.
So 5688466.
46, yeah.
Who's next?
Sir, it's okay. I don't want to be in it.
Okay, all right, fine. All right, so this has to do with the, all right, let me share the link in the chat and you can copy it from there, but it is on YouTube. You just need to type in integral citation and it comes up. Let me share it here in the chat. All right, so that's one. In terms of how to write the reference list, let me share that as well. Reference page, APA style. So you were not taught this in your Com 1?
Which one, that's
About how to cite
citation?
Yes.
Don't even remember.
There you go. What to get A though?
Well, I don't mean say that, sir. Me never tell you. Me never tell you get no, you know.
Well, I'm just saying, how you get A and how you get the A and you don't know these things.
To sell
All
online.
right, let me skip this ad.
Make sure you stand out. Go to Wix.
That's what she should have been teaching. All right, so this now is, so the first one we talked about was in-text citation. In other words, how you cite sources in the body of your paper. This one now is how you write up your sources at the end of the paper, which is called your references. All right, please listen.
In order to create a bibliography in APA style in the 6th edition, you must first create a new page in your Microsoft Word 2010 document. So scroll to the bottom of the paper and click past the last line. Click the Insert tab and then click Page Break. Notice that your page automatically has the header you set up previously. Center the cursor on the page. Then type the word References. Hit the Enter key once and align the text back to the left again. Do not bold the word References. If you have formatted your citations using citation software, copy and paste those into your reference list now. If you have not, create your references at this time. One note on citation software: do not use Microsoft Word to create your references. Several elements will be missing in your citations and you will have to go back and fix them. It is not worth the time. Now, reformat your citations to look like the rest of your paper. highlight the entire section of citations, expand the paragraph options. First, let's make sure the spacing is set to double. Second, we change the indentation, special, to hanging, and click OK to close the paragraph options. Next, change your font to New Times Roman and the font size to 12 point. Make sure your references are in alphabetical order. As you can see here, these citations are already in alphabetical order. AR, then AS, then CO, OM, ON, and finally WI. Microsoft Word is set to automatically enable any hyperlink into text. However, for APA-style references, URLs should not be hyperlinked. To disable the hyperlinks, right-click the hyperlink and choose Remove Hyperlink. For example, journal article.
All right, so that's the reference list. In other words, any source that you cite in the body of your paper must be accounted for on your reference list. I hope this again helps you to improve the quality of your paper. And as I said, I'm not sure what, please ensure that you wrote down all the names and numbers and email addresses of the persons I've asked you to assist to. Yeah, please, because these are persons who can make a difference. Especially, I'm really hoping Michael is able to make some time because he is very, very good at helping students. Yeah. Any other question or comment or query?
Like I that for today, sir.
All right, so Alex has spoken. No more comments or questions or queries. All right, so I must say the honor was mine to have taught you. I enjoyed my time teaching you guys. I'm sure you will do well on your final exam. I did tell you the topics that are coming on the final exam. Go and watch the recording. Don't ask me to repeat it. I did say 4 questions. Yes.
What did you enjoy saying? I am talking to you, hello people. Or you're just trying to be nice?
What, to say that I enjoy teaching you? So you think I didn't enjoy teaching?
I'm just asking you, what did you enjoy teaching us?
Well, I enjoy the fact that
Lack of response?
well, I enjoy the fact that I see where persons have a vested interest in actually learning. I see also where some persons have grown in terms of their writing. I know even for persons who are struggling, I'm happy that you are asking questions. It means that you have a vested interest in learning. And it means that that's the right attitude for this environment where when you have a challenge, you don't give up, you keep on fighting, you keep asking questions, you keep reaching out to the lecturer to say, sir, how can I improve my paper? Look at this for me. So I enjoy those particular things. I love what I do for a living. I love teaching. So I will always enjoy my job. And I enjoy teaching this course. This was the first time I'm teaching the course. And it just reminded me some of what I studied in first year when I was studying at UWI, because I did my first degree in international relations and literatures in English. So a lot of what is in the course was covered in first year for me at UWI. So it was a nice way of revisiting some of that information and kind of helping you guys to understand it. And hopefully you are seeing the importance of international business or the content relating to international business and what you're studying in terms of logistics or supply chain management, especially within the pandemic, the context of a pandemic where international trade becomes even now more important than before. The Minister of Health today was talking about the arrival of oxygen tanks. So even the person who is writing about the global logistics, that is something that you can cite as an example, because it is because of international trade and global logistics why we are able to get, and we as in Jamaica and other countries are able to get the vaccine or to get oxygen tanks, to get all kinds of products that can help save lives. So that's what I enjoy. For hopefully that you guys make the connection between some of these things. And the non-response, sometimes I don't take it personal. I think, one, you guys, you're coming from work, so sometimes you're very tired. I understand that because I was a student too, so I do understand that. And I understand too that sometimes some people are heading home while in class. Some people, they're home, but their mother and their father, or their husband or their wife or their girlfriend or boyfriend or concubine or whatever the case may be. So there are other things that they're doing at the same time while trying to stay in class and keeping focus. So I understand all of that, and I enjoy somebody who is an extra person outside of your relationship.
Oh, do you mean the bona person?
If you want to call it the bona person, well, that's how you put it, but that's the term used in the Bible, concubine. That's the term used in the Bible. So those things I did enjoy. All right. I enjoyed teaching. No more questions. So the persons who are, so Alex tomorrow, as well as I think, was it Nisha, I think? Nisha tomorrow? I'm not sure.
A Zoom, I'm going to do it on again.
Yeah, we can use, I probably will be using Google Meets, because Google Meets has unlimited. Zoom kind of limits you when it's not coming through the school, but Google Meets is much longer, and we can still share screen and all of that. But what you should do is come to the table with something on paper.
Yeah,
all
man,
right. And it's easier for me to help you when you have something. I can show you know how to kind of structure certain things. As well as see how many of the persons you can reach out that I provided their contact. Have you finished copying the links or the email addresses and all of that in the chat?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ensure that you get that information as well, because those persons can really make a difference too in terms of your paper.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Nobody don't have no money. I see you will Carol's Cross. If anybody feel it.
Well, I don't fail people, you fail yourself.
No, sir, the teacher decide if we get what we get or not.
Providing that you produce what you're supposed to produce. That's usually how it works. It's a contract between what you produce and what the teacher has to the grade that you're given to by the teacher.
Well, hopefully the teacher don't mark hard.
Well, I don't mark hard, providing that I see what I want. Anyways, Rachel, I realize that you like the talking and the back and forth. Not tonight. I have the energy and I'm hungry.
All right, sir. Bye-bye.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody, and stay safe. And as I said before,
I will meet my concubine.
Yes. And just reach out to me. We're still on WhatsApp, so reach out to me if you're having any serious challenge. Pay attention to the emails that will be coming from the Office of Marketing, Media and Communication. And there are times too when in the WhatsApp group, I might share job opportunities or general information about school, for example, like orientation sessions and all of that. So I'll share that in the group, in the WhatsApp group, so to keep you guys posted about what is happening. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Bye, everybody.